In today's video, we're going to be putting the first ever shots through this 6-arc upper. Now this is a Bear Creek Arsenal upper. It is a 16-inch stainless barrel. I believe it's a 1-in-7 twist. It's a mid-length gas, and it cost me about 250 bucks. So very cheap. I know people have mixed opinions about Bear Creek Arsenal. I personally have had good luck with them so far. I've got another upper in 7.62 by 39. Which I really like. It shoots great. It's a tad under gassed where it doesn't necessarily cycle reliably without a silencer, but I shoot suppressed all the time. So that being the case, when I screw the silencer on there and add that back pressure, it's a very soft shooting gun. It's reliable and it's accurate. I love it. But this will be my second try at a Bear Creek upper, and we'll see how it goes. Now it ships with a little flash hider. It was stainless in this case to match the stainless barrel, so I just screwed that off and put this YHM single port suppressor mount brake on there. This is the M-LOK handguard that it ships with, just a regular 15-inch handguard. It's fairly light. It's got a little bit of this kind of old school mounting system here, but you know, it doesn't bother me. The only other change I made is I switched out the T-handle for this Blackhawk latchless handle that I had laying around. Now the upper that I'm shooting, or the lower that I'm shooting today, this is a lower that I put together that it's going to end up sharing, the upper is going to end up sharing this lower with a 22 arc that I'm putting together as well. I'm only lacking the barrel on that, and then I'll get that upper put together and I'll have a video out about that one. But really the only notable thing about the lower is that I'm going to be trying an H3 buffer, and I'm going to see how that works. Like I said, this is a mid-length gas. I don't know how it'll be gassed, but I'm hoping to come up with a buffer weight that will work across both the barrels, both the uppers, the 6-arc and the 22-arc. I'm also going to be trying out a couple different magazines. These are all Duramag. This is a 20 rounder, if I remember right. This is a 15 rounder, and then I got a 10 rounder. So I'm going to shoot 3 different factory offerings here out of this rifle. And like I said, these are going to be the first shots fired out of the gun. I'm going to do a quick bore sight at 50, maybe fire 1 or 2 shots just to get me on paper, and then I'm going to shoot groups with these. Now the bullets the loads I'm going to shoot today are some of this Hornady V-Match ammunition with the 80 grain ELD VT. And then I've got some Precision Hunter with the 103 grain ELDX. And then I've got some of the Hornady Black, which has the 105 grain boat tail hollow point. Now, one of the reasons I bought this upper is that, for one, it was very cheap, 250 bucks on the website, and I ended up getting free shipping, so very cheap. I figure if it doesn't shoot, I'll just take this barrel off, get a better barrel for, 200 bucks, and I won't be out anything. And then the third reason that I bought it is that I've got a bunch of 105 grain Hornady bullets that I bought for my 6 Creedmoor that I just don't feel like wasting these mediocre bullets through that really nice rifle. Or I won't say nice, it's not an expensive rifle, but it shoots great, and there's just other bullets I'd rather run through that, and I want to preserve as much barrel life as I can, and I don't want to waste it on these 105s. So with all the 105s that I have left, I plan to work up a load to shoot through this 6-arc. That'll be a future video. Today I'm just going to shoot these 3 factory offerings and kind of see what my baseline of accuracy is going to be. So first we're going to bore sight it, put a few rounds on paper. You'll see the first rounds ever shot through the gun, and then we'll start shooting at 100. I'm going to start out with these 105s. Then I'll shoot a 3-round group of these. I'll shoot a 3-round group of these 103s, and then I'll finish up with these 80s. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay, we're bore sighted. I'm going to go ahead and put a round on it at 50 yards here, and this will be the first ever round out of the gun. As you can see, we got a malfunction. We'll work it out though. Okay, cleared that malfunction, made an adjustment on the scope. We're going to put a second round on it at 50, and then I'm going to shoot one on steel at 100 to make sure I'm centered up, and then I'm going to start shooting groups. Okay, cycled that one. I'll put one on steel at 100. All right, pretty close. Make a final adjustment, and then we're gonna go to paper. Well, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. First group right here with the 105 hollow point boat tail bullets. Maybe just over an inch. Then 3 rounds with the Precision Hunter, the 103 ELDX, just under an inch. And then this little group right here with the 80 grain ELD VTs at the end, that's a 1/2 inch group. You can't ask for much better than that with a $250  6-arc upper. And the malfunction you saw, the very first round through the gun, only one I had. I ran these loads, like I said, one load each through these different mags. They all cycled. They all locked back on the last round, as you can see. And in that first shot, I don't know if you saw it on camera, but I took a face full of gas on that one. That is brand new rifle. This gas tube is going to have some oil in it, so its first couple shots were kind of gassy. But honestly, after the first couple rounds, I didn't get a whole lot more gas to the face than you would with the 223 5.56 gun. Really manageable. And like I said, ran, locked back. Recoil impulse was fairly nice. The brass is in a pretty normal spot where you'd expect it. I pretty impressed. Like I said, a lot of people hate on Bear Creek. This is my second one with good results, so I can't complain. Obviously, I'm going to keep shooting it. I'm going to work up some hand loads, put those through it, shoot some more groups, and then eventually what I'll do is I'll keep some of this Precision Hunter factory ammo around. I'll just buy a couple boxes and I'll use it to deer hunt with, or have my kids deer hunt with it. I'm going to shoot this out to distance, back my velocity out of it, and then I'm going to try to replicate that velocity with a hand load, or improve on that velocity with a hand load, and run through the rest of those the rest of the bullets that I mentioned that I had. And then in the 80 grainers, I've got some of these bullets, some of these component bullets, and I'll just try to come up with a load for those in the 6-arc, as well as my 6 Creedmoor, which is what I originally bought them for. So anyway, more to come on this upper. More to come on the 22 arc upper when I get that put together, and when I get my lower finished. And I have an additional 22 long rifle Bear Creek upper that I bought at the same time as this one. that I've already ran, and it works good, and I'm going to do a video on that as well. So anyway, I appreciate you watching.